I'll try, because there would be new faces so I'll try to cover up a little. Radhe Govinde, Radhe Govinde,
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 Jai Jai Radharaman Hari 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 Govinde,
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. गोपाल भट्ट प्रिय पूज्य शालोग्राम भवम श्यामम तनम सुशोभम विभंगरम रूपम कलवेण वक्त्रम श्री श्रील राधा रमणम नमामि। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Radhe Radhe to every one of you.
Radhe Radhe.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
I was thinking today to start my class where I actually had stopped it yesterday. But I forgot that today is Radha's birthday, and
Happy birthday.
it's the very special katha I will be doing just on his birthday. So we say that there is a two types of katha which happens. There is a Leela katha, then there is a katha of Danda. Danda means stick katha, where like all the siddhants you have to learn, all the techniques you have to learn. So there's a two types of kathas which happens usually, right? But I will try not to bring the danda out. I will try to do the other katha. So in the Radha Sudha Nidhi, verse 4, it's quite a very famous verse. It says, Yo Brahma Rudra Shuk Narad Bhishma Mukhyahi Ralakshito Nah Sahasa Purushasya Tasya Sadhyo Vashikaran Chun Mamant Shaktim Tam Radhika Charan Renu Manusmarami. That I meditate on the dust of Shri Radha's lotus feet. That dust that even Brahma, Shiv, Shukdev, Narad, Bhishma and a host of great saints cannot see. Dust that has limitless power, dust that at once transformed the Supreme Krishna into Shri Radharani's submissive servant. It's not transformed, it's actually hypnotized. It's not the correct word in here. See, this verse in itself, it talks about Radharani, that what's the power of Radharani's lotus feet, dust, just not even the lotus feet, but the dust of lotus feet. But on a very same time, it somewhere hiddenly, indirectly is glorifying gopis as well. And this is how actually in the Radha Sudhanidhi it starts. That Prabodhananda Saraswati is saying, first glorifying that, this dust is so merciful that no one actually understood, no one even actually got the darshan of it or didn't even get the mercy of this dust. But how did he actually got it? He was a Tungbhadra Sakhi, Tungvidya Sakhi. How did he get it? Because Sakhi have this kind of a power which none of any other gods have or goddesses have. Sakhis have that treasure in them, which they keep it in themselves. Sakhis are quite unique, and whatever they had seen, from their eyes, they actually had given us and bestowed that mercy upon us. That mercy which Brahma, Narada, Bhishma, no one actually ever had achieved and attained. And it's a very unique thing, because once it finishes, this verse finishes here, the second verse actually speaks about gopis mainly. Adhaya Murdani Yada Purudar Gopya. That what does it speak? Oh, that gopis, even those gopis, they got the blessing. And they became Udar. It says Udar, Purudar Gopya. Means they became so compassionate. The gopis became compassionate. The Sakhis became compassionate. The Manjaris became compassionate. How? Because they actually took the dust of Sri Radharani's lotus feet and put it on their head. So indirectly it talks about gopis only. This verse talks about that, who no one ever got that kind of a treasure, but the gopis already have that treasure in themselves. What kind of a treasure? They are always staying with Radha and Krishna. They are always there with Radha and Krishna. But the desire is not getting less, it's actually increasing every other second. When you live in the family, you cannot actually see your son's face, your wife's face all the time. After some time, you need to have your break, your space. I want my space. You could do whatsoever you want. I will do whatsoever I want. You cannot actually, you cannot actually feel the love after some time. You feel like suffocated in yourself. But here the Sakhis have this kind of a very good quality that they are always there at the service of Sri Radha Krishna. They are serving each and every moment. They are watching them, that they are doing all the leelas, all the pastimes in Vrindavan Dham. And every time they see that the desire to see more is actually comes in them, it appears in them, and they just feel that, oh Radha Krishna, don't stop, I want to see more, I want to see more, I want to see more. That's the unique quality. That unique quality, was mercifully given to us by them only. No one have that. It's such a unique one. That one day Radha and Krishna, they are together in their Nikunj. They are talking very silently, that no one would hear. But the Sakhis are outside of that Kunj. They have put their ear on the Kunja wall to hear that what Radha is talking to Krishna and Krishna is talking to Radharani. And here Krishna is talking with Radharani and saying to Radharani, Radhe, we are not different at all. We are same. There is no difference between me and you. It's the same thing is mentioned in one of the padas also, that Paraspar dau chakor dau chanda. Paraspar dau chakor dau chanda, dau chatak dau swati, dau ghan dau damani amanda. दो अरविंद, दो अली लंपट, दो लोहा, दो चुंबक, दो आसक महबूब, दो मिली जुरे जुराफा अंबक, दो मुदार, दो मोर, दो मृग, दो राग रस भीने, दो मणि विसद, दो बर पन्नग, दो बारी, दो मीने, भगवत रसिक बिहारन प्यारी रसिक बिहारी प्यारे, दो मुख देखी जियत, अधरामृत पियत होत नहीं न्यारे. Shri Bhagavad Rasik, he is the poet of this pad, and he very nicely says that who are they? Who are Radha and Krishna? That though Paraspar dau chakor, that they are the chakor bird, that bird which has been mentioned in the scriptures. And chakor have something, a very good quality which no one have. Chakor always tries and watch, and gets the nourishment from the chanda, from the moon only. Doesn't get the nourishment from anywhere else. Here Radha gets the nourishment from Krishna and Krishna gets the nourishment from Radha only, from no one else. And that's the mood of the devotee and the Rasik saint also, because all the Rasiks, they get nourishment when the Radha Krishna is there. When Radha Krishna is not there, they don't get nourished. They feel like their life is empty. So he is saying that the Krishna is also Krishna is getting nourishment from Radharani. Do Chanda, do Chakor, do Chakor, do Chanda. That both of them are so eager, so eager to actually get nourished. But how would they get nourished? Their powerhouse is actually, both of them are powerhouse as well. Both of them are there. She always looks at him, he looks always at her, and they don't care of anyone who is around them, who is surrounded. Where are they sitting, what they are doing, they are just overjoyed. They just love each other. They don't care that who is really like there, serving them or like, doing anything. That's the life of those two lovers. Do chakor, do chanda, do chatak, do swati. Chatak is another bird who only drinks the water of the clouds. Nowhere else. Nowhere else he drinks the water. And in the scripture it is mentioned that the devotee has to be like a chatak. A devotee has to, or the ananya rasik devotee is actually like a chatak. Who that chatak is? Tulsidas writes that one day Chatak and his son, that bird and his son, were sitting on the branch of Ganga, which was hanging on Ganga. There was a tree, and then the branch was there, and the branch was actually just above of Ganga, a stream, and Chatak and Chatak's son were sitting on it. Then a hunter came. And when hunter came, he actually shot the arrow. And by shooting the arrow, that father, that bird, it actually fell from there and went into Ganga. When it went into Ganga, Chatak on that time said, Tulsidas is watching all of this. Chatak said that even though I am in Ganga, which gives the liberation, even though I am in Ganga, which gives the liberation, but oh my dear son, I have taken vow to only drink the Swati water. So when the time would come when you have to do the Shraddha ceremony, the ceremony of the forefathers, when you would do that, don't give me the water of this Ganga, give me the water of that Swati. Because that's what it nourished me and that's what it would give me the liberation. And then he just closed his mouth. It's like, I don't want that this water even would go in my mouth. And then he died and drowned into Ganga. Tulsidas was like, this is the business of Rasik saints. This is the business of all the Rasikacharyas. Once they are found, then it is their life only. No matter what is there, no matter how the life is, they don't change. For them, the love is just there for Radha and Krishna. They are determined, they are focused on that. There was one saint who was so much in love with Vrindavan. He made his heart like Vrindavan. On the time of his death, he thought that, okay, let me just go to Vrindavan now, because I will go and, if I die there, I will get eternal Vrindavan. So he started his journey. While he was walking, he was on a midway. He started thinking, oh God, I don't want to go there, because this is a body, this is just a dirt, and it will die. It will impure that beautiful, pure Brajaraj. It will impure the land of Radha and Krishna. I don't want to actually die there. I don't want to impure that purest land. With this tiny desire, I will just die here, but I'll pray to my Radha and Krishna that they just give me mercy. The moment he was just thinking about it, Krishna appeared in there and showed him the eternal Vrindavan. It was like, even Vrindavan is so far, the physical Vrindavan is so far, but because of your love and because of the purity of your heart, I'm here and I brought the eternal Vrindavan for you. You die here, but you're not dying just outside of Vrindavan. I'm letting you die in eternal Vrindavan now, but you are not dying even. The moment you will leave this body, I'll take you to my eternal Vrindavan where you will be in the form of Gopi. That's the Rasik saying. Business is there. Business is there with Radha and Krishna and Vrindavan and nothing else. That's the determination. No matter what. And here, no matter what happens, Radha is always there for Krishna and Krishna is always there for Radharani. So, though Chakor, though Chanda, though Chatak, though Swati, that they get nourished by each other only. Though Ghan, though Damini, Amanda, that both of them are like a cloud and both of them are like a lightning, thunderbolt. Though Arvind, though Ali Lampat, though Loha, though Chumbak, that both of them are like lotus. Both of them are like iron. But on a very same time, both of them are like magnet for each other. There is no difference at all. There is no difference in between both of them. And if you find a person who is so alike, you will actually end up fighting with that person. If you will find the same quality, every single thing is same. I get angry with this thing, I get upset with these things, I know all my bad qualities more than anyone else do. But if I get the same kind of a person in a house, you will actually fight with that person. But look at here, Shri Krishna says that even though we are so alike, there is no difference, Radhe, between me and you, but still your heart always steals my heart. That's the beauty. That beauty is not here, in this material world between the material relationships. That beauty is not even there when the two people who are so alike, they cannot even steal each other's heart, even like when they are so similar. But here Krishna is saying, Radhe, still my heart is yours, your heart is mine, but still every time when you don't look at my face, I feel separation. When you look at my face, I feel so attracted and I just want you. And how does that happen? How does the Leela really happens? The Leelas happens because of Sakhis. Until or unless Sakhis don't want Leelas, the eternal Leela never takes place. Eternal Leela always takes place because Sakhis wants them. It says in the Radha Sudha Nidhi that Sakhi is asking to Radharani in the verse 153, Amaryadon milata surat ras piyush jaladhes tarangai ru tangiriv kimapi dolait tanuhu isfuranti preyonke Isfut kanaka pankeru mukhi sakhinam no radhe nayan sukh madhas yasi kada. That, O Radha, O girl, whose body rocks to and fro, tossed by the waves in the limitless nectar ocean of amorous pastimes, as you sit next to Shri Krishna with your beloved, O girl with the blossoming golden lotus face, when will you give happiness to the eyes of us, your gopi friends? The Sakhis are actually asking. But what's the rule of in eternal Vrindavan? In eternal Vrindavan, the rule is one. That the desire appears in the gopi's heart. First, the desire of the Leela appears in gopis' hearts, once when it appears into the gopis' heart, then it goes from there to Shri Radharani. Here, that's why gopis, actually all the friends, all the sakhis, all the gopis are meditating and praying Radharani. They are not asking Krishna, they are asking Radharani. Why? Because that's how it happens. That's how it goes. That first, गावे गावे हम सोई करें सहज लाडली लाल, करें लाडली लाल सो हम गावे तत्काल. That how does it happen? That the first, the gopis gets the desire in their hearts that, we want to see this Leela today. That desire of the gopis go into Shri Radharani's heart. Then Radharani feels, oh, Gopi really wants to see the Leela. Then that desire of Radharani goes to Shri Krishna. Then here Radharani becomes a little sad or upset or angry with Shri Krishna. On the other side, Shri Krishna becomes naughty or cunning. And then the Leela starts. Then any Leela can start. So Leela's appearance actually first takes place in gopis' hearts, in the Sakhi's hearts. It never takes place in Radha's heart or Krishna's heart. It always appears in gopis' hearts. So here gopis are saying, Gaave hum soi kare sahaj ladli lal. That whatever we sing, that's what Sri Radha Krishna do. Whatever we sing, that's what Sri Radha Krishna do. Kare ladli lal so hum gaave tatkal. And whatsoever they are doing, we sing that only. All the padas of our acharyas, they were watching that. They were watching. There was one Rasik Acharya, his name was Rasik Dev. He was sitting on the roof, on the third floor of the house in Vrindavan, looking at Yamuna. Before, every Acharya used to stay at the bank of Yamuna. Even now the Yamuna has gone little far, but Radharaman temple, Radha Damodar temple or Madan Mohan temple, all these temples were at the bank of Yamuna only. Why? Because Yamuna is the nourishment for all the Leelas. Look at the Yamuna and then meditate of the Leelas. This is how it used to be before. And there have been so many Leelas which had happened and it's still happening every day. On Yamuna, in Yamuna, at the bank of Yamuna. So Rasik Dev was sitting up on the roof looking at Yamuna and started meditating. While meditating, he actually saw that, oh, Radha Krishna are there on one boat, on the next boat. Oh, there are so many Sakhis are there singing. They have all the beautiful mridanga, kartal and everything, all the instruments. He started singing, on the roof, and then all of a sudden he felt the urge of joining all of them in Yamuna. But in reality, there was nothing, but in meditation he could see the eternal Vrindavan and that Leela, because that Leela actually appeared for him. And he forgot that he was actually sitting on the roof. And he was like, oh Sakhis, please stop, I'm coming. And then he started running from there and then fell down from the roof, from the third floor. He fell down for 4 or 5 hours. He was just thinking that he actually had reached that boat and was singing for Radha and Krishna only. After 4 or 5 hours, then when he became conscious, well, actually he became unconscious. That's the life of our, the material life. One of our Acharya have spoken in Vraj poetry. I can't remember the poetry exactly, but I remember the bhav, the mood of it. There are 8.4 million species, right? According to our scriptures. So we say 84 lakh. In Hindi we say 84 lakh. 84 means 84 lakh. So he have spoken that we are in a one dark room. We are in a one dark room. And a person who is in that room is blind. A person who is in that room is completely blind. Now, how does a blind person start to find out the way out? He would start to touch the walls until the door would come. That's how he would actually try to find out. There were 8.4 million doors, but each and every other doors was closed. Only one door was open. Because to achieve and to get Radha Krishna, it only can be happened, or you can get them by being in this human form, not in any form. So there are 8.4 million species. So that poet is saying that in 8.4 million species, that they all are the gates to get the liberation, to get, if you think that you can get Radha and Krishna, no, they all are gates, but all gates are closed. But Durlabho Manuso Deho. Bhagavatam says that this is so unique, this is so difficult to even achieve this human body. But we are so blind that we are looking each and every gate. We have been to each and every species, over the time, for so many millions of years. We were mosquito, we were insect, we were donkey, we were dog, we were cat, we were pig, we were everything. But when the moment came, that when the real gate came, the real door came to actually go out, to see Radha and Krishna, to meet them, to cross this, to come out from this dark room, then I got the itching of the desires. That I forgot about Radha and Krishna. I started just itching myself now, but moving on a very same time. So, dark room, blind man, checking. He had checked, how would you say, 8.3. 8.3 by 9999 doors, every door was closed. But when it came to the real right door, he was right there, then he got the itching. Then he forgot everything. Then he started itching himself with the desires. And the itching is something which is very blissful, on a very same time it gives you pain. It gives you satisfaction, but it gives you pain. So the poet is saying that you started it, feeling itchiness of the desires. Oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Oh, you're getting it, but you're itching. You know that there is a pain. You're feeling the pain. You're feeling the sadness. It's all over you, but you're just so much absorbed in that itching, because a person, when he starts to itch, he actually forgets everything. So in a very same way, that blind man actually forgot that there is a real gate right in front of him, and he just kept moving, and then again he got into the same circles to go on. That's the time when you got the right body, the The gate is in front of you. You know the right purpose. You know the right goal for your life. That's the time to stop itching, or not to even pay attention to that itching and cross that border to that door. So here also, Rasikdev, conscious or unconscious, I wouldn't say, because conscious is not even the right word. But when he was awake, he went to the house, knocked the gate. So he was the tenant there. So the landlord of that house opened the gate and asked, I remember I saw you upstairs on the 3rd floor, on the roof. When did you go? He said, I didn't go. Then, when you didn't go, how are you coming from outside? Oh, nothing. No, I really want to know that. How are you actually coming from outside when you did not even go out? And landlord thought that there is something, which really had happened. So no matter what, I'll actually ask him, and he has to tell. So he caught him and asked him. Now he was actually caught, Rasikdev. So Rasikdev, but the one who was asking was a Goswami. So he felt that, okay, he already is the adhikari to listen to the, the thing which I want to, which I'm experiencing. So he shared his leelas that, I was looking at the leela, I was singing that. When I was singing, I felt, let me just go and join all the gopis there. So I started running and I fell down from the roof. And nothing had happened to him. Surdas is looking at, Shri Nathji. Aaj dekha Hari Nangam Nanga. That one day, every day Srinathji used to go to take darshan of, Surdas used to go to take darshan of Srinathji. And then he used to sing the pada, that how's today's shringar, how's today's makeup, how he is dressing, what things are there which he is wearing. So one day his guru thought, he's not blind. How can he sing? How can he sing so perfectly, like whatever shringar every day I do, how can he actually see? So one day, what his guru did, his guru did not put any clothes on Sri Krishna. What did he put? He put the pearls only. So when Surdas went over there, and as he was blind, completely blind, Aaj dekho Hari Nangam Nanga, that today I saw the beautiful Krishna who is completely nude. Then there's an entire path is there. And since then in the Srinathji, they put clothes. They don't put clothes, but put only pearls, on him, decorate him with the pearls. So all the acharyas have sang their padas by watching the leelas. Gaave hum soi kare sahaj laad leela. Whatever we sing, that's what Shri Radha Krishna do. Kare laadli laal so hum gaave tatkal. If they are doing something, then we would sing. That's why this is the business of all the bhaktas too. Memorize as much as padas you can. Because they are so absolute truth, because it's been seen and experienced by all the acharyas. हम गावे तत्काल सुत दूहू दीसी को ऐसो बुद्ध जन लेहू बिचारी कमल दिनकर को जैसो. And how are we singing? That not educated people think like the way that when lotus blossoms in the morning, then only the sun rises, or when the sun rises, then only the lotus blossoms. There is a connection, but no one knows that what's the connection, who blossoms or who rises first. No one knows. But some says that when the lotus blossoms, then only sun appears. But some says that when sun appears, then only the lotus blossoms. Leela lalit bihar shyam shyama man bhave Bhagvat rasik ananya upasak anudin gave. That the leelas which Radha Krishna loves, what's the business of any devotee? The devotee is to sing those leelas, no matter where he is and what he is doing. So here, Radha and Krishna sitting together. And very nicely, Shri Krishna is telling, you are same. Whatever I am, you are the same. There is no difference between me and you. But look at the difference, or look at that you still surprises me. You still gives me the you still. It's saying in the poetry the word is thug. Thug means thief. That you still, even though my heart is with you and your heart is with me, but you are such a one that you always steal my heart. You still capture me. I cannot see anyone else but you. You are my life. And by saying that, they stopped speaking. And here all the gopis who were right outside, the kunja, they got so blessed and they were like, oh, we want to see them doing some leela. They are same, but there is something, we want to see them doing some leela. When the bhav appeared in gopis' hearts, it went to Shri Radharani. Radharani was like to Shri Krishna, Krishna, let's go out. Let's walk. Let's have a walk. They came out from the kunj. They are walking on the beautiful road of Shri Dham Vrindavan. While they are walking on the road of Shri Vrindavan Dham, there is one parrot who is flying above. And when Radharani looked at that parrot, she started running towards that parrot to just catch him. But Radharani couldn't do that, and while Radharani couldn't do it, it came to the point, she was like, okay, I'm not catching. Then she started walking, but now the desire came in Krishna's heart that, when Radharani is, let me just make her happy to get him, get this parrot. So, but eternal Vrindavan, that roads, I'm not like a roads which are made by pavements, right? They're made by the diamonds and alls. So Krishna, he's not looking at the sky for the parrot. He's actually looking the shadow of of that parrot, on that diamond, and he actually started running to catch that parrot, on the floor. But that was diamond, the shadow was there. That parrot was actually flying in there. But the gopis are looking that, gopis are laughing that, oh, look at Krishna, he's so fool. Parrot is up there on his head, but he's trying to catch him down on here on this. So they started laughing. When they started laughing and saying, "Hey, you are so, you're a fool. That's why you don't do any kind of a business. That's why you don't do anything. That's why your family have given you this work that go with the cows to the pasture land. You are completely illiterate. And we know you're not good at anything. You're not good at anything." Then now Krishna is like, "Hey, don't say any of these things. Let's see. Okay, so we will play a hide and seek game. If you will find me, then yes, I will accept it whatsoever you are saying. If I'll find Radharani, then I will be the winner." Lalita, Vishakha, everyone over there, they were there. Lalita was like, "Yeah, why not? We can make it, hence it is proved you are an idiot. There's no problem at all to do that." Here Radharani was like, she was smiling, she was like, "Okay, he is gone again, he will lose the battle of this game." So while they were talking and doing all of this, then Krishna was like, "Okay, it's my time now to first hide. And you have to seek. All the gopis, I give you a chance. Usually there is a one person who actually has to go to seek everyone. But here I'll change the rule." What would be the new rule? Lalita asked. Krishna said, "I will hide and I give you a challenge to each and every gopi that you go and seek. Go and find me where I am." Now all the gopis, they had covered their eyes and then they started counting, and Krishna went from there. Where did he go? He went into the Tamal Kunja. Shyam Tamal. How does he look like? Shyam Tamal, like dark. Where did he go? He went into the forest, which is actually tree, similar to his complexion. He went in there, he hid himself very nicely, Tamal and Tamal matching, no one can see. He closed his mouth because obviously when he could open his mouth, there could be a shining. He closed his mouth, he was like, "No one actually can find me." Now all the gopis groups, they started seeking him around, they started searching him, went one place to another, one kunj to another, one nikunj to another nikunj. Everywhere they went, some went even inside on the bed of Yamuna, some actually were trying to find in the different caves and the kunjas that where is Krishna, where is Krishna, where is Krishna, but they couldn't find out that where Krishna was. Now they became sad of not finding, sad of like thinking, "Oh God, we would lose. And we cannot prove that he is a stupid boy." Now they all came together, assembled at the bank of Yamuna. Now they started discussing and telling Shri Radharani, "Hey Radhe, we went to each and every place in this Braj. Each and every grove we went to, but we couldn't find Krishna. Now, our pride is on your hand. You have to do something. You have to find him out. Howsoever, that's up to you only." Then Radharani says, "That's it. Let me go and find him out. Let me go. Sure, we are already given up." Then Radharani started walking and directly she just went to Tamal Kunj. In the Sham Tamal Kunj, she went in. She started walking towards Krishna. Krishna was hiding. Krishna hid himself more, like, "Oh, Radha is coming." Radharani is even walking like so, like I would say like a thief who not making any kind of a noise. There is no sound of the anklets or nothing else is actually coming out. And she just walking. She knew where he was. And when she went just right there, and on the spot where he was hiding, even though everything was dark, he has a dark complexion, where he was hiding, everything was dark. But his pitambari, his chadar, the chadar's corner was actually stuck outside, of that kunja. And Radharani found, oh, that's pitambari. She pulled that pitambari, and then pitambar dhari Shri Krishna actually came out with that. It's like, okay, here you are, come out, let's go. Now Krishna was caught. Now when Krishna was caught, then they came all out and went, at the bank of Yamuna. Now Krishna was like, okay, fine, you found me, so what? Now, okay, you go and hide yourself, I'll go and find you out. Then it came to the time for Radharani to hide. When it came to the point when Radharani had to hide, Krishna, covered his eyes. When he covered his eyes, Radharani went. And where did she go? There was a gold lotus pond. Her face looks like her complexion is gold. And her face looks like a lotus. So where did she go and hide herself? In the gold lotus pond. She went to there and she hid herself there. Now it came to the point when Krishna had to go and seek her. He started searching around. He went each and every other place. No matter what, even gopis did not know about the places, but he went to each and every other area to find where's Radharani. But Krishna had something. He became hopeless. He couldn't find her out, he became hopeless. He started crying. He was like, oh, my Radha is gone, I can't find my Radha. I really want to see where my Radha is. I can't live without my Radha. I really want to have my Radha in front of my eyes. I cannot live my life without Radharani. By seeing Krishna started crying, all the gopis started crying. When the gopis started crying, Radharani, who was hiding, in that lotus pond, she forgot that she was hiding in there. She forgot her hiding. She just heard all the gopis are crying, Krishna is crying. She forgot the game. She forgot that there is a hide and seek game. There is a bat on there, and she came out, and she just went and ran and gave a hug to Shri Krishna. When she gave a hug to Shri Krishna, now all the gopis were so enchanted and clapping and dancing by seeing the reunion again of Shri Radha and Krishna. If Sakhis were not there, who else could do that? Sakhis had given us the treasure of this. The treasure which Brahma doesn't have it. Shiv don't have it. Nara don't have it. Bhishma don't have it. None of the sages have it. But who have the Sakhis have it? So, in there, it says, in the verse, line 3rd, Sadhyo Vashikaran Churna Mamant Shaktim. That dust at once hypnotized Shri Krishna. Means that's the power of that dust, that it had hypnotized Shri Krishna. There are so many leelas behind this, so many pastimes are there behind this, that how did that happen? I will speak just the one leela today, and then we will continue it on Tuesday. One day Shri Krishna is sitting and thinking, Radha has given her life to me. Radha loves me a lot. I always give her pain. I always make her cry. I always make her angry by doing all the different, so many stupid actions. I want to serve her. But sometimes these gopis steal my mind. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I really have to do something. I want to be as loyal as Radha is for me. I cannot live my life. I cannot give that love, because love is all about, the way you are giving, the way the other person have to give. But here all I feel that Radha is giving me more and I have no ability to pay her back. And that's what in the Srimad Bhagavatam also, in the 10th canto, 33rd of chapter and 32 of the verse, Krishna says that gopis, I cannot repay you, I cannot pay you back. The way you love me, the way you have even left your houses, left everyone, I cannot even leave my friends, my families or anyone. And here Radharani was there after leaving everyone, the ras. And here Krishna is crying again and again, how can I become loyal to her? How can I serve her all the time? She's Adhishwari to me. She's the one who I want to worship all the time. So I want to learn the art where I can be hypnotized. And hypnotized by Radha only. And for Radha. There are so many stories, but I'll just speak of one, the short one. Shri Radharani is sitting on the throne. Shri Krishna becomes in a form of Sakhi. A new gopi, or a Devi, let's say, Devi. And is crying outside of Shri Radharani's Nikunj. Some friends of Radharani heard that, oh, there is one Devi who is crying. They went to her and asked, what happened with you? Why are you crying? Krishna was like, in a form of Devi, goddess. Oh, what shall I say? I had my husband here, but he left me. I'm all alone. I have no shelter. Please mercifully give me some seva, some service so I can be here. Do you know anyone who can hire me? Those gopis were like, yes, we have our Swamini Ju, we have our Radharani, our queen. We will take you to queen. Krishna was happy, that's what he wanted. Now the gopis took him. He was crying, went in front of Radharani. Now the crying was acting, but the moment when he came and saw Radharani's face, now he became super happy that he started crying. But now he's crying. Radharani is there. And in that crying, he did acting that he just went, he ran from there and grabbed Sri Radharani's lotus feet and started saying, "Oh Queen, oh Swamini, I just heard from everyone that you are the one who actually gives shelter. I'm here, as your dasi, please give me the shelter." And then Radharani was like, "Oh, leave me from here." Huh? Then when Radharani was trying to move, the dust was there of Radharani's lotus feet. That Krishna, who was there in a form of female ornaments and the goddess, took that dust and put it on his head, so he would be just always loyal to Sri Radharani. So I pray that Sri Radharani would give the same blessings, that we would also get hypnotized by her love and sing her glories as always, and never forget her and her blessings in our life. Radhe Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
We will continue this, just third line on your house. Questions? No questions, because today was Leela.
No Ganga.
Yeah. Maybe just little bit of kirtan.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. 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 Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
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 Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe Jai Radhe.
Jai Radhe. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So I'm gonna make a quick offering. Oh yes, we gotta.
Good for